Money May, don't worry, you're good, man. Hey, they're trying to get me in there. Sorry, I don't think it's hard today.
What happened to him that normally doesn't happen? Somebody actually got through his defense. His Beverly Hills home.
Floyd Mayweather has faced serious physical and verbal attacks since being exposed and arrested for his involvement in fraudulent dealings, including a reported $400 million scam. Among the most notable incidents were death threats and attacks on his home, which were confirmed by his family members.
A ridiculous trip out there going to a bunch of cities in China. But while he was there,
Wearing very interesting boots, right?
yeah, super interesting. While Floyd was there, one of his staffers that is in his new Beverly Hills home that he moved into after the McGregor fight in September, $26 million home.
This was after he was taken to court and convicted for several financial crimes. Aside from the lies he kept telling about his investments and properties, for which he obtained fake documents and consistently used them as collateral to get more loans. Mayweather recently partnered with a company where he was set to give training in a field he has no expertise in, and began selling his old gloves and belts for a whopping sum of $20,000. Boxing fans generally took to social media to comment under his posts about how they felt regarding the news.
It's all about the giveaway. I want everybody to look. Gucci bags, Louis bags, everything right here, we giving away. Of course, autographed gloves. But I'm gonna do something special.
One fan said, "Floyd should never be in the greatest of all time talks anymore. For everything he did with his boxing career, he has ruined it with his personality." Another boxing follower wrote under one of Mayweather's most recent Instagram posts, "You're an embarrassment to the sport of boxing. No wonder none of your kids can follow in your footsteps." A third quipped, "Boxing legend, my foot. You're no more than an average fighter to me." While all these comments were harsh, what was even more shocking were the death threats received by Floyd Mayweather's family members and a letter warning that their home would be attacked.
And discovered that somebody had been in the house and stolen some of Floyd's property. We're talking luggage, sunglasses, bunch of other stuff, items that totaled more than $10,000.
Grand, yeah.
Yeah, because we know Floyd doesn't have cheap stuff. So yeah, Floyd got hit.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at for most.
Following his scam deals and other offenses committed by the boxer, victims sent emails and messages to Floyd Mayweather's account, which was made public by his family members, claiming they were plotting to shoot him during his trial period. Another death threat was directed at his family, as the senders believed he was destined for prison in the coming years. One particular message even promised to visit his home within a week to attack and harm his family members. The family reported these threats to the media to ensure proper security and to raise public awareness.
On this giveaway, what I'm gonna do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. What I need everybody to do is follow all the
Talking
instructions.
about physical attacks, the boxing legend recently experienced one at a shopping mall after displaying his notorious behavior, which frustrated many people around him. The attack occurred amid fears that the undefeated ex-champion, nicknamed Money, was targeted due to his support for Israel. A mob descended on the star and his entourage as the bling-loving king of the ring went shopping in the posh Hatton Garden.
Money May.
Into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the radio talking about real estate. Well, lately, purchasing 52 apartment buildings in New York City. I'm going to need you guys to fly over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no time. All the retail down low, all my business, all belong to me.
Mayweather, who was dressed in a green jacket, appeared angry as he and his security were followed through the Capitol. The 47-year-old was confronted by a mob, and his bodyguards quickly escorted him out of a high-end jewelry store and into a waiting black 404. A source close to Mayweather insisted that at no point during the chaos was the fighter touched, adding, "The crowd used racial slurs towards him." Mayweather later posted on Instagram, stating that he wasn't punched or touched in any way, and clarified, "What you're seeing is just my security doing their job to keep things under control."
Floyd Mayweather was jumped in the street as he went jewellery shopping in central London after doubling down on his support for Israel in a furious conflict about the war in Gaza. The ex-champion, who's 47, was strolling around the floor at Hatton Garden this afternoon at around 4:30 when he's said to have got into a dramatic confrontation with a number of jewellery dealers, including some who accused him of supporting genocide. What we do know is that the incident spiralled out into the street.
"I was in the UK for a quick 48-hour stop to do some shopping. I'm perfectly fine, and there's nothing more to it." One witness, who declined to be named, filmed the incident after it spiraled out of the store and onto the street. He told reporters that there were maybe 8 to 10 people involved in going after him, with about 20 to 25 more watching. Mayweather's security team was outnumbered.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Point like this because right now we're making that's what we do. Come on.
Mayweather had been shopping when he was asked why he supported Israel. He doubled down, saying he was proud to support the Jews. Shortly after, someone took a swing at him, and it appeared to be a targeted attack. He was quickly bundled out of the shop, but by then, multiple people were trying to hit him and pushing his security guards.
But still, gotta be a little concerned if your home is broken into. Now, he's obviously not the first guy that's had his home broken into this year. It's been an epidemic. Jason Derulo, Yasiel Puig, a couple of different times. Mariah Carey, Demi Lovato, Drake, and Nicki Minaj have all gotten a hit. Before he kind of just got here, you got to wonder what he's thinking of the LA scene.
He's like, I'm getting back to Vegas. It's crazy because these trips are very high profile. He's out in China and he's posting pictures on his Instagram and everybody knows he's there and the house is wide open.
The eyewitness continued. Floyd took a few hits during the incident, but his security was trying to push people back. I couldn't really see Floyd trying to throw any punches. His guards were just trying to create distance between him and them. They got him into a car and tapped the roof twice. Then it sped off. Clearly, they were desperate to get him out of there. It was over within 2 minutes. It is feared that Mayweather was targeted by pro-Gaza supporters due to his staunch backing of Israel. The attack occurred days after the boxer launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, which he says will provide every orphan in Israel with a free birthday present. Mayweather has also visited the Middle East, and in October, branded Israel his home.
Shouted, he supports genocide. People were pushing and trying to get to Mayweather and slap his head. His security guards then ran Mayweather out to the bottom of Hatton Garden and bundled him into the back of a Rolls-Royce.
In one of the videos, a man can be heard saying, "You're not going to believe this, man. Money Mayweather just got punched up, bro." Mayweather appeared to be followed by a group of men, as he and his security team walked toward a black car, with tensions rising. The ex-boxing champion then got into his car, and they drove off amid ugly scenes. In another video, Mayweather was seen browsing in a store with expensive watches and jewelry on display. A witness said Mayweather was window shopping with his entourage, wearing a bright green Louis Vuitton jacket, clearly wanting to be seen. The market was predominantly made up of Asian people, and one of them shouted, "He supports genocide." This sparked a reaction, and soon, many of the other jewelers got involved.
One of my jewelers. It's not one of my jewelers. One of my low-key jewelers. Jewelry. At Plastic in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys can come check them out. Now, today, let me show you guys what our prices from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell you, you tell them.
You got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate diamond, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, and this bracelet. Only from the best to the chat.
Now, when you guys
The
come
witness
here,
continued. There was a massive argument going on with people pushing and trying to slap his head. All these macho men were trying to fight him, and they ran him out. His security was pushing him, trying to get him away, but they were getting punched. He was rushed away in his Rolls-Royce, and drinks were thrown at him as he drove off. The witness added that Mayweather didn't say much when he was being accused of genocide. He just said, "Let's get the hell out of here." There were 20 to 30 people, with 10 to 15 of them trying to rush him. Mayweather was one of the first major Western stars to visit Israel after Hamas's attacks last year, during which 200 Israeli civilians were killed by Islamic terrorists. Later, the boxer was confronted by a pro-Palestinian activist during a press conference in Las Vegas to launch his new vape brand. His security team reportedly confiscated a Palestinian flag from an audience member, which led to loud chants of "Free Palestine."
Ask me about this one.
What's that?
This one.
What's that?
Like, sources close to Floyd have told us that he has a state-of-the-art, alarm system. You would figure that with a $25 million house that's up there in Beverly Hills, you would.
Yeah.
Now, does that make you think that maybe, just maybe?
You about to say inside job?
I mean, come on now. Yeah, like it's a lot
Them T&T guys, they're not getting paid enough.
During a visit last month, Mayweather joined Israel Defense Forces troops at a military base, where he hosted a barbecue. He was also a guest of Prime Minister Netanyahu at a private meeting to discuss the history of Israel. However, aside from these high-profile events, Floyd Mayweather was also sentenced following a recent domestic violence incident, further complicating his situation and highlighting his lack of character. This isn't the first time Mayweather has faced such issues. Since his early days, he has faced multiple charges for assaulting women while rising to boxing stardom. Mayweather pleaded guilty to domestic violence some time ago, admitting to 2 counts of domestic battery and 1 unrelated count of misdemeanor battery. The victim was Melissa Brim, the mother of his eldest daughter, who claimed Mayweather punched her in the face during an argument. The boxer received a suspended 6-month jail sentence, a $3,000 fine, 48 hours of community service, and 2 days of house arrest. Months later, he attacked 2 women in Las Vegas.